Yo, what's up, peoples? Moon 616 here, and I'm back. Sorry for the delay on the countdown. I've been gone for the last couple weeks on a trip, so I was down in the States for a couple weeks. But yeah, anyways, continuing the countdown in at number 3 of my personal top 25 MCs of all time. It's no other than Mr. Chuck D from Public Enemy. This is gonna be a short video, really, because Chuck D really has this hard copy, and he just released like a kind of like a compilation album called Don't Rhyme for the Sake of Riddlin'. It was like a compilation. It was released in 2010. I believe there's no physical copies. I've been looking for one. Maybe he'll press one up, but I keep finding MP3s, so I'm not very stoked about that. I was going to print out the album cover and just kind of show it, but I don't have any ink, so couldn't do that. But getting back to this came out in 96. Yeah, 1996's first and pretty much only solo record by Chuck D, Public Enemy's Chuck D. You know, this came at a time, you know, right after they dropped Music in Our Message. They came out in 94. Public Enemy, that was really the end of their major label albums. So Chuck D actually put this out on Mercury, which is interesting. But yeah, anyways, dropped this solo record. I don't really want to get too much into talking about Chuck D himself because I still have my top groups to come. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so anyways, this was called The Autobiography of Mr. Chuck. I thought this album was actually really good. It did get a lot of hate. I mean, not hate. It got kind of like mediocre reviews when it first came out. I thought it was actually quite cool, man. Like, I really liked the lead single, No. I thought it was really cool. Negativity, Do I Dare Disturb the Universe? I thought it was a really cool track. Talk Show, Created the Fool. Very political once again, you know. Indonesia was really cool. Underdog. There's some really cool tracks. It's very typical Chuck D, just, you know, basically speaking his mind about the times in the mid-90s. I thought it was relevant. It still is relevant, to be honest. But Chuck D never disappoints me, though, man. Like, I'm a huge Public Enemy fan. And, you know, this... I mean, it could have probably been better, you know. I mean, it by all means isn't a classic record or nothing, but it's still definitely an album worth checking out if you're a big Public Enemy fan and you've never heard this one for some reason. You know, it's, like I said, it's political, it's Chuck D, it's good, it's decent. I wish I had more to show Chuck D solo. Like I said, he's got the MP3 album that just came out a couple years ago, late in 2010, so it hasn't actually been out that long. But yeah, you know, Chuck D representing New York, just fantastic MC, so hard. That's the one thing I like about Chuck D the most is that he comes so hard on the mic, but he's spitting such truth. He's spitting basically realism, and it's so political. He's always got something to say, and he can always back it up. It's the best thing about him, you know. Like, he just sounds hard, but he's just being Chuck D, you know. It's just so real. This is hip hop. But yeah, so Chuck D, number 3 on the countdown. I wish I could have made this video longer, like I said, but, you know, don't really get a lot to show. I'll get into more Chuck D stuff when I do Public Enemy, but anyways, thanks for watching. Moon 616 signing off. Peace.